I'm back. I just wanted to come here to share with you the biggest diet mistake that I was making for over 20 years. And I bet a lot of people that are watching this are making it too. Sorry about the lighting. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not there yet, but this is me. Bear with me. All right. So let me tell you a story. The first time I ever had to see a dietitian, I was 13 years old, and this was due to a cheerleading checkup that I had to go to, and they determined that I was overweight and that I had bad cholesterol, so they wanted me to go see a dietitian. And that dietitian told me about this trick to help me lose weight, so she said I should start using this product. And so I did. I started using it, and then 20 years later, I had to see a second dietitian, and I was 33 at the time, and I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes. And she told me about the same thing in order to control my weight and to help me not have to do insulin for my gestational diabetes. And what that was, before I get to that, over the same 20-year period, I realized I was getting headaches almost daily, migraines that were bad enough to send me to the hospital. I was experiencing bouts of depression, and of course I had yo-yoing weight for the entire 20 plus years. And once I started doing my own research, I realized what a big factor in that was. Now, it wasn't everything. I mean, I did have a lot of changes to my diet, but I think if I did not take either nutritionist advice 2 decades apart, I would have been a lot better off and a lot healthier. So I hope I don't scare anyone away with this, but it was diet pop. A lot of health professionals, obviously 2 nutritionists, recommend this as healthy, and it's really destroying your health, and it's really destroying your weight loss efforts. So obviously the headaches, the depression, the weight gain, a lot of that can be contributed to diet products, the artificial sweeteners that are used. So your biggest number one reason that you want to take this out of your diet is weight gain. It's raising your insulin. Every time you drink it, it's raising your insulin, and that is your fat-storing hormone. So when you raise your insulin, you're going to store fat, you're not losing it, and every time you drink a diet soda, it's raising your insulin. And it's also, you're not getting any nutrition coming into your body, so your body's confused. It's looking for that food to help fuel you, and it's not coming, so it's actually making it worse. The second reason that you want to get rid of the artificial sweeteners is the sweetness level is tricking your body. So what I mean by that is it's way sweeter than any natural sugar ever can be. And with that being way sweeter, when you eat something natural like raspberries or any kind of fruit, your body just sees it as bland. It doesn't want it. And so you run back to the artificial sweeteners and back to the insulin spikes, back to the weight gain, back to the horrible health. The third reason that you want to get rid of the diet soda from your diet is it leads to weight gain. I mean, look around. Look at the people who are ordering the diet sodas. Those are the people that are most likely overweight. They've been told to drink it because they're overweight, but it's actually making the problem much worse. There's a study that shows diet soda drinkers have 70% greater increase in their waist circumference compared to non-diet soda drinkers. And that, when you carry the fat around your waist, that's the worst kind. That's the kind that will kill you eventually. So the fourth and final reason that you want to get rid of the diet soda is obviously the effects on your health, and I view that as the most important. It is associated with headaches, depression, weight gain, higher risk for diabetes and metabolic syndrome, higher risk for stroke and heart attack, and bone loss, among many other problems. I'm sure you can Google it and find a ton of other problems that come along with the diet soda. There are physiological reasons that you might reach for it, besides it just being a caffeine or sugar addiction. Diet soda actually increases your blood pressure, and there's a misconception that the only bad blood pressure that is bad is high, and that's not true. You don't want low blood pressure either. You want your blood pressure to be right around 120/80 about 2 hours after your last meal. And if it's a lot lower than that, you can have a ton of problems like depression, anxiety, hypoglycemia, just feeling sick and weak and tired. And so if your body knows that it's going to get a blood pressure boost by drinking the diet soda, you're going to reach for it. Something you could try in order to stay away from that is raising your blood pressure through other means like sea salt, or you can use some of the natural supplements I talk about to help work on your digestion so your blood pressure just is normal naturally. Something else it does is it raises your breath rate. So our bodies are all very smart, and we know how many breaths to take a minute, but sometimes when you don't have certain substances, your breath rate will go lower. And if it goes too low, like under 15 breaths a minute, the carbonated water in diet soda actually helps you. So instead of reaching for the diet soda, you can reach for sparkling water, carbonated water, and that'll help you. Obviously, you just want to make sure that you don't have the artificial sweeteners in there that we're trying to get away from. And if you just want the fizziness, the sparkling water comes with that as well. So I'm not telling you to just run out, drink, like give it the drink cold turkey because it's hard to do. But if you could start to wean yourself off of it, start to look for artificial sweeteners in your other foods that you're buying and try to get rid of those too. It'll make a world of difference in your health. If diet soda is the last thing you have and you don't want to give it up, you absolutely cannot give it up. Something I could suggest that Doc Nally talks about, there's 4 different kinds of Diet Pop that won't raise your insulin as high. So I have 2 of them right here. We have Diet Coke and Diet Dr. Pepper. Those are 2 good choices. And the other 2, Diet Mug Root Beer and Diet A&W Cream Soda. So if you absolutely have to have it, try for those, but try to wean yourself off those as well. Just drink water. We need it, we crave it, and you'll start to crave it too the more you drink it. All right, that's it. Thanks for following me at Eating Fat is the New Skinny.